Hi, my name is Mark Russell. I'm a financial wellness board member with National Debt Relief. I have over a decade of experience working in the financial services world, and it's my goal to make very complex financial concepts that you hear every single day. I want to make them easy so you can transform your financial life. In today's video, we're going to do a deep dive into how you can go about paying off debt, even if you have a low income. Using the step-by-step plan we're going to go over in this video, you can increase your odds of becoming debt-free. And that's probably why you clicked on the video, right? In this video, it's my goal to take you from not knowing where to start with your debts to having a debt repayment strategy where you can start chipping away at your outstanding debt even with a low income. And I'm not only going to give you pro tips, I'm also going to share some useful resources that you can use to make your journey even easier. Without further ado, let's get into it. The first step, especially if you have a lot of debt, is to stop borrowing any additional money at this point. Sure, while in the short term, you may be able to pay for your expenses by incurring additional debt, it's probably not worth it in the long run, as taking on more debt could worsen your financial situation. By taking on more debt, an even bigger chunk of your income will go towards repaying that debt, and your total interest charges will rise too. Even more so, if you have a low income and want to get out of debt as soon as possible, take a step back, stop taking on additional debt for a while, diligently assess your financial situation, and start creating a repayment strategy. But how do you diligently assess your financial situation and create a repayment strategy that's suited for your unique situation? And that's a great question. We don't get taught any of this stuff in school, and it can seem overwhelming at first. To get a better understanding of your spending habits, you can start by tracking your spending. You probably heard this over and over and over again, but there's a good reason for this. It will give you more insights to where your money is flowing and find ways where you might be able to cut back and get rid of your debts faster. Grab a pen or paper or open up an Excel document and start noting down every expense that you're making. This includes your mortgage and rent payments, utility bills, food, transportation, education, clothing, eating out, everything that you're spending money on, it should be in that document. And I want you to do that for at least a month, after which you will have a good idea of where your money is going on a regular month. Also, the other side, make sure you know how much money is coming in, right? How much is your income? And here's a pro tip. There are plenty of free budgeting apps and online worksheets available to use to track your expenses. Check out this blog on National Debt Relief's website where we list out the 10 best budgeting apps to help you avoid debt. Without knowing where your money flows each month, you'll have a hard time creating a budget that you want to stick with. Now that you know how much money you're spending, it's time to create a budget. Getting out of debt means that you're using part of your income to pay off your debts every single month. The goal of creating a budget is to make a plan of how you will spend your money in the future, right? How much money do you plan on spending next month, for example, including your debt repayments without taking on any new debt. But mind you, sticking to your budget will probably mean no splurging with your credit card. It means being a smart spender, and that means staying within your means. And while it doesn't seem particularly fun, I promise it will be all worth it in the end, once you get to the point where your debt balance is zero. And we all know it may be hard to not touch your credit card for a while, even more so when you find yourself in an unexpected situation like your car breaking down, a medical emergency, or you losing your job. Knowing there are ways to prepare for emergency, like creating an emergency fund. Check out this blog on National Debt Relief's website where you can get a step-by-step game plan on how to create your own emergency fund. Typical things to put in your budget are how much money you're paying towards your rent and mortgage every month, your monthly car expenses, utilities, your monthly grocery bills, healthcare costs, education for your children, your phone bill, maybe your internet bill. So essentially everything that you're obligated to spend money on during a typical month. And what you don't want to forget, of course, is to include the minimum amount of money that you need to pay off your debts each month. If you see that your total expenses exceed your total income for the month, it's necessary to cut down your expenses if you want to get out of debt. Otherwise, you could have to go further and further into debt in order to pay for all your expenses that you're incurring throughout the month. If you want tips on how to save money on a tight budget, even when you're in debt, check out this blog article on National Debt Relief's website. There are plenty of other great resources on their website too. Here's another pro tip. Within your budget, try to account for putting a small amount of money into an emergency fund every month. By doing this, it can help you avoid taking on new debts in the future. For example, having a few $100s tucked away for, let's say, your refrigerator dies or your roof starts leaking, you're gonna be really happy that you put money away. All right, got your budget ready? Good. Let's move on to how to develop a debt repayment strategy. To create your strategy, you first want to understand your debt situation. That's why we're going to create another list, this time a list of all your debts. So grab grab your pen and paper or open up an Excel document again and start listing out all your debt. You want to have the creditor, your current outstanding balance, the minimum payment, the payment term, let it be 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, and the interest rate. Then with your list in hand, you can pick which debt you want to tackle first. One of the powerful methods that you can use to pay off your debt is called a snowball method. This means that you're paying off your smallest debt first and work your way up the list. In theory, tackling your smallest debt first keeps you motivated to keep you going with the larger balances. And you're basically snowballing towards being debt-free eventually. Harvard Business Review even listed this as the best strategy for paying off your debts with the highest chance of success. Another powerful method is the avalanche method. In this method, you start off by paying the debt with the highest interest rate first, regardless of the balance, and working your way down. Why this is a really good strategy is because you're paying off the highest interest rate debt first, which tends to be the most expensive debt. And tackling your most expensive debt first means that you could pay less in interest. But remember, even with both methods, don't forget to make your minimum payment on your outstanding debt while you're doing the method as well. This will help you avoid any late fees and not incur any additional debt. After you made your minimum payment on each outstanding balance, pick the outstanding balance of choice according to the debt snowball or debt avalanche method and throw on as much extra money as your budget allows you to. Good luck on your journey of becoming debt-free. However, if for whatever reason you encounter roadblocks while monitoring your spending, creating a budget, or picking a debt repayment strategy, you can seek professional help in the form of a debt relief expert. These people often work for a debt relief company and professionally trained to help you pay off your debts. These debt relief companies can offer different types of debt relief. Debt relief often entails working with a debt expert who will negotiate with your creditors on your behalf to settle your debt for less than what you owe, or they will help you get a lower monthly payment by lowering your interest rate. Common types of debt relief are debt consolidation and debt settlement, and the one that you choose depends on where you live, your total amount of debt, your income, and your credit score. If you want to know more about these strategies, check out this video where we go through all the differences in more detail. All right, now that you know how to go about monitoring your spending, creating a budget, and both the snowball and avalanche method, I hope that you take all the information and tools you need to kickstart your journey towards becoming debt-free, even if you currently have a low income. After watching this video, you still have a few questions regarding the topics that we talked about today, please leave a comment below and we'll do our best to help you out. Also remember, if you find yourself struggling with debt on a low income and you're looking for help in your journey of becoming debt-free, debt relief companies like National Debt Relief are there to help. If you have any questions or would like a free, no obligation debt relief consultation call, be sure to visit their website at nationaldebtrelief.com. And if you happen to have any other questions regarding any other financial related topic, check out the other videos in this series on National Debt Relief YouTube channel. It's our goal to make very complex financial concepts that you hear every single day. We want to make them easy so you can transform your financial life. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.